It is what we just decided to do. Jamario came in today to do his physical. He just got off a treadmill not long ago. Pulled a Superman probably in the car to make sure that he passes his physical and went through the whole process. But to bring this into the fold, we wanted to officially introduce Jamario to the media and to our fans and sponsors and everyone, and welcome him to the Cavaliers family. We'll give him his jersey. Jamario Moon, everyone, the newest Cleveland Cavalier. I think Jamario will fit really well into our roster. He'll bring a versatility. He'll bring a level of athleticism. He'll bring the defensive intensity that Coach Brown loves. It'll give us a guy to throw at the Carmelo Anthonys, another athletic player that can defend and guard the Carmelo Anthonys, the Paul Pierces, those guys. He'll give us some versatility rosters-wise. We'll be able to play him at that 3-4 position with LeBron as well. And we're excited. We think he's a real solid addition to our roster. And it's great. Great to have you with us, Jamario. You got it. You say something when you can take questions. Go and say something, and then Jody has a tough question for you, I'm sure.
Jamario is going to say a few words, make a few comments, and then we're going to have some Q&A. And if you've got a question, just raise your hand. You'll see Amanda has a microphone. I've got a microphone, and you can flag us down. That even means you, Wayne Embry, you can flag us down if you have a question for Jamario.
I just wanted to say thank you to Mr. Ferry and Coach Brown for giving me the opportunity to come play with a great organization. Me and my wife couldn't ask for a better situation to be put in. So, I just wanted to say thank you and tip my hat to you guys for giving me the opportunity to be here in Cleveland and play with such a great team.
Any questions from the media for Jamario? Questions from the audience? Jody does have a question from the Plain Dealer.
Just wanted to ask you, what was the last week like for you, waiting to see if Miami was going to match that offer, and what were you doing? What were you thinking?
You know what? I was just sitting back working, just continue to work out. I wasn't too much worried about it. I was just going to let everything play out, the way it's going to play out, because stuff like that is out of our control, out of the players' control. So, I just sat back and, I kept my fingers crossed. I wanted to be a part of this organization because I've been watching what they were doing this offseason and watching what they were putting together. And, I figured that I could come in and take some of that pressure off of LeBron on the defensive end and make his job a whole lot easier. And, I just sat back and kept my fingers crossed, and I told my wife, what, regardless of what happened, God gonna put us in the best situation, and I'm happy that the situation was here in Cleveland.
Jamario, your thoughts on playing with LeBron?
It's hard to think. It's hard to think about that. It's gonna be fun. I watched what those guys were doing this season, to watch the fun that they were having and the gleam in their eyes. And I watched, I knew the focus that they had and where they wanted to be. And, to see them come up short, I knew that, that they needed someone like me to come in and to give them a little boost on the defensive end. And, to come in and play behind a guy like LeBron, man, it's just going to make my job a lot easier. I just want to come in and push him every day at practice and try to, I don't know if I can make him any better than he is now, but, that's what I'll be trying to push for.
Other questions for Jamario? Over on this side?
Jamario, back here, obviously 2 years ago you were an unknown, but earned your spot and a starting spot with Toronto. Can you kind of capsulize what these 2 years have been like and where you stand now and the hunger that you bring to the table?
The last 2 years have been a dream come true for me. I wouldn't go back to say that I was an unknown 2 years ago. Just a lot of people in the NBA that didn't know who I was.
That includes broadcasters too, by the way.
But the last 2 years have been great for me and my family. And I'm hoping that to come here to Cleveland and try to put an exclamation point on the last 2 years.
Other questions?
Right here, Jamario, you're going to be one of the few guys who's played with both Dwayne Wade and LeBron. So, can you just talk about sort of the similarities and differences between having those guys as teammates? Obviously, I haven't played with LeBron yet, but sort of what you anticipate and what you got.
You know, like I said a few minutes ago, you know, playing with LeBron is just gonna make my job a whole lot easier. And when I was down in Miami with Dwayne, you know, it just, you know, every day at practice I had to try my best to make him better. And to come up here to Cleveland, I know that's what the coaches want me to do. They want me to come in and push LeBron every day in practice and make him better. And as far as the games go, you know, I know it's gonna be. I'm sure it'll be a whole lot easier playing with LeBron than it will be playing against him. So, you know, I'm just gonna come into practice every day, continue to push him, and push whoever I'm guarding in practice and try to make the team better.
Jamario, can you just talk about what it was like all those years and all the places you played to get where you were finally 2 years ago?
You know what? Actually, you know, a lot of people ask me that question, and they ask me if I wanted to give up, if I ever thought about, you know, just finding some other profession to get in. But I always told them, you know, it made me a better man, you know, to make all those different stops in all those different cities, playing with, you know, I don't know how many coaches and teammates. You know, it made me a better person because it taught me how to deal with different people and different personalities. So, you know, being in different places all the time just like I said, just made me stronger, just made me a better man.
Any other questions out here? Any questions for Jamario?
I have one for Jamar. Jamar, I want to welcome you to Cleveland. On behalf of Rinaldi Jewelry, I would like to welcome you. There's my card. You have a discount at Rinaldi Jewelry. Anytime you come there, just let me know. I know the owner and the proprietor. He'll be glad to take care of you.
I'm sure my wife will love this card.
No, welcome to Cleveland.
All right, thanks, everybody. All right, we'd like to thank Jamario. Any more on that side? One more? No? And we're going to turn it right back to the live auction now with Olivier.
Thanks, you, Ted.
Everybody.
Thanks, Jamario. Appreciate it.